Hi, my name is Erin Chambers, and I teach physical education and health education in the Virtual Academy. This year in my classroom, we used interactive Nearpod, Flipgrid, Pear Deck, Kahoot, and Quizlet. These websites allow students to answer in real time, and then the teacher can assess through video, collaborative boards, discussion boards, all again in real time, mimicking a face-to-face experience.
Hi, my name is Justin Newcomb, and I'm a teacher with UCS Virtual Academy. I teach 10th grade United States history and 11th grade economics.
Virtual learning has been an invaluable strategy for so many of my students. The model Utica Community Schools has created is a direct result to the success of so many kids in class. Student engagement in our virtual academy is at the center of our learning and is driven by three types of interactions: student to teacher, student to student, and student to content. These relationship parameters help to not only sustain but also build connections and relationships. Through these settings, students have the opportunity to engage in various differing types of activities: discussion boards, small group activities, peer feedback, and live video chats, all while using the blended synchronous and asynchronous learning strategies. At our core, teaching in the virtual setting is surrounded by relationships. I have seen stronger connections being built through the virtual classroom setting than compared to the traditional in-seat setting. Student comfort level, the ability to ask questions in a non-threatening environment, coupled with the ability to meet with my students one-on-one, have given students who struggle with anxiety or fear of getting a question wrong in front of other students, I'm now seeing these students thrive and participate more.
This spring in environmental science, we did an egg drop experiment using supplies we had at home. Even though my egg cracked, it was still a very great experience and very fun.
I think my favorite virtual lesson of this year would have to be my health class and my health teacher, just because of how all the work could be completed in the amount of time that we were given, and everything was generally easy just because of how the teacher had set it up. We did Nearpods and Kahoots, and I find these really fun.
I'm the editor-in-chief of the Portal Press. The Portal Press is a newspaper club for the virtual junior high students. As an English student of the Virtual Junior High Academy, I know there are many walls blocking our hobbies and this learning experience. So my classmates and I started this club with Miss Lasawa, our English teacher, for students to have fun and feature great ideas of our fellow peers.
I'm head writer for the Portal Press. What I love about the Portal Press is how it gives students a chance to share their work. We act as a creative outlet for our peers. I love how we can inspire our fellow students to bring out their inner creativity and help them to express themselves.
Ways I would say that teachers have made me feel more connected to my class would have to be breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are essentially group calls with a small select group of people from the initial large call who can then talk amongst each other in private. Now, the reason why this made me connected was because of how easy it was to learn individual people in smaller chunks than all at the same time. On top of that, it made it easy to communicate with people when there was a group project or some kind of update that was needed to be known by the group. This benefit came with Virtual Academy, something that I hope future students get to experience.
One of my favorite lessons from this year is when, in my AP Government class, we learned about gerrymandering. We played a game called the gerrymandering game on the computer. It's a simulation where we got to gerrymander our own district. I enjoyed it because it took what we learned in class and it applied it to a real-world situation. One way that the UCS Virtual Academy teachers stay connected with students is through personalized emails. For example, I remember at the beginning of the year, my teachers sent out personalized emails about how they were excited for this new school year to start. This made me and my classmates feel very welcomed in class.
I am a part of Utica Community School Virtual Academy. Spanish is probably GameKit. GameKit is where you can choose different types of games within the game. And the lesson that we do is Among Us. For Among Us, you get a sentence or a word in Spanish, and you have to try to see what that word means. So when you get it right, you get a lightning bolt. You can spin the lightning bolt and see who the imposters are. And you can do a private investigation. They'll either come up clean or they're inconclusive.
A way that teachers have kept me interacting with classes and actually connecting to my classmates and everything is probably doing group work and being in the breakout rooms, because I actually get to have a one-on-one conversation with different classmates that I probably wouldn't get to meet since they all go to separate schools and I also go to a different school. So yeah, I've gotten to meet a lot of new people this year because of Virtual Academy.
I really like doing Virtual Academy because it allows for a lot more like fluidity in what you're doing, because you have ClassLink that has all of your textbooks and Schoology and any Teams calls or your school email, all of that's on there. And I think it's just very, very convenient to do it that way. Being able to call people or work with them however you want to, it allows things to be a lot more customizable, I would say. So like if you need extra time to talk to your teacher after class, you can call them. But I like that you can be at home. I feel like it's good for people who might be overwhelmed in a natural school setting.
As students, teachers make us feel connected to our learning community when we participate in whole class discussions. Whole class discussions happen when we all come together as a class and discuss our perspectives on the material being taught. This allows us to stay engaged and focused. When we participate in whole class discussions, we can better interpret the content and understand the lesson. When communicating with one another, this allows us to understand others' opinions and perspectives. By including class discussions in our learning, teachers are enhancing the Virtual Academy.
Hi, my name is Andra Cornea and I'm in 7th grade.
And hi, my name is Anne Hannah and I'm in 7th grade, and we are both a part of the Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy.
My favorite virtual lesson of the school year has to definitely be geography. I feel as the teacher always takes the time to talk to the class and is really motivated to teach us. He helps us with any type of questions that we have towards the topic and just makes us feel very comfortable with each other. Because he is motivated to teach us and makes us all feel comfortable with our peers, I feel as though that makes us students want to participate a lot more. The class feels like family, and the teacher takes the time to understand people's backgrounds and each student's individual ability to learn. This is why my favorite virtual lesson has to definitely be geography.
There are some classes that just bring you the most glee and joy, and for me, that class is math. Would you take a second to realize how many people struggle with math upon the school years? Now think about how much more difficult that would be doing it through a screen. It's so hard for some students to look at them and decide between the TV or actually listening in class. But in some classes, as in my math class, teachers have made it no problem for us to easily sit down and learn and listen to the curriculum. When in math, throughout any project we have done, we have had so much schedule flexibility. We have had time in class to do what is assigned to us, and during notes, we stop so we could look back and reflect the notes and to make sure we actually understand the curriculum. Not just that, but we get immediate feedback on tests, assignments, and quizzes. We are encouraged to speak and talk more in class, and that has helped so many students in class become less shy and ask more questions. Our teacher has a discussion with us every morning and checks in mentally on every single one of us. She makes us feel so loved, and we learn so much more than just math in her class, which is why math is my favorite lesson of the school year.
My daughter is currently enrolled in the UCS Virtual Academy, and for us it's been a really great experience. I appreciate the fact that it's still the UCS teachers that we're used to. I know she's getting a quality, rigorous education the same as she would were she in person in the classroom. The fact that they're able to do everything online has been wonderful. She's able to access all of her assignments. She can re-access them if she needs to. She is able to communicate with her teachers and her fellow classmates through the Teams app. They're even able to do breakout sessions where they're doing group work together, which I think is fantastic. She seems to be able to manage her own time really well. She has a sense of independence, and I think that's going to be a great skill that she's learned through this, because she's going to have to do that herself next year when she's in college. And I think the best part for us has been the fact that she's able to do all of this within the comfort of her own home. It offers her a little bit of flexibility. There's less distractions. So for us all around, I cannot say enough about how wonderful the UCS Virtual Academy has been.
Number one success for us is that it's been taught by Utica Community Schools teachers. This has been an amazing opportunity. I am forever grateful to UCS for providing this, not only for their staff, to teach in the VA, but also for those students that have immunocompromised health concerns, or you were just simply apprehensive about the learning experience in the in-person learning during the pandemic at this time. The one-to-one technology was simple to set up. It maintains and utilizes growth and opportunities for your students daily. My own 2 children have made yearly growth and progress for the comfort and safety of their own environment. This has been just a huge sense of relief for us. In addition to that, we've had ability to connect with diverse groups of students throughout the UCS community, not just within their own schools, but from across the UCS community. So it's really brought them together with students they had no idea were even out there. That's been a wonderful success for them. In addition to that, we've had differentiated learning experiences, scaffolded learning environment. There are breakout rooms through Microsoft Teams that have provided ample opportunities to connect and interact with students of all sorts of learning types.
Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy's vision is that all children have the right to a rigorous, high-quality education which meets their individual needs. Virtual Academy will respect, encourage, and empower each and every student to acquire the necessary knowledge, skills, and attitudes to be successful, contributing members of a diverse community and global society.
I am Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy.
I am Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy.
I am Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy.
I am Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy.